Phil, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, we're live.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm pushing it to the Pocket Pro Sales Instagram, so we're live there too.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, yeah, let's kick it off and get started. So yeah, thank you for everyone who's probably at zero people right now, but thank you for joining. If you guys watch this, this is Pocket Pro TV. We're here to talk about the auto world, brokering, those sorts of things, and ultimately like how to become an auto broker and things to do and how to kind of set up your business. So first things first. I mean, we can start diving into deals. Does that work?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go over these cards that are up here.
Cool. So so the first ones up top there are and actually, not to mention, we're gonna have Anthony, a broker from our Pocket Pro sales team who has run deals through the Pocket program, and he's going to be joining us live. So we'll get to ask him some questions on how he kind of structures his world and his his business as well. So he'll be tuning in shortly. I don't know when, but so yeah, that's upcoming. So he's done
a couple big deals through us. He through the Pocket platform, he did a big GT3 RS. It was a 23. It's a cool car.
Yeah, he does some good deals. He's a young kid, but he's a hustler. I'm very impressed, and I'm excited to talk to him. So should be a good exposure for anyone that wants to learn how to broker. And he's basically an example for everyone to follow. Especially if you're young and you want to hustle and get into this industry. All right, well, cool. Let's jump into the cars that we have right now. So so that's my showroom. So just so everybody knows, I have a dealership, PW Sports Cars. That's actually where I'm at right now. Kind of see I don't know if you can see that. No, wrong one. Sorry. Got to turn this. There we go. PW Sports Cars. So that's my dealership. So I have a company, and basically Pocket hosts everything for PW Sports Cars. So I run my entire business through Pocket. So my showroom, all of my deals, everything is basically organized by Pocket. So it's possible to actually run a dealership through Pocket. We kind of are more targeted towards brokers who don't have a physical location, and we can help them run deals, transactions, those sorts of things. But
we should probably highlight that if you're a dealership, you can use it to run your own transactions through your license, right? But we also have a dealership license that we make available through the software, so you can run your own transactions. And we have a bunch of checks and financing and all these things that we do in house.
Yep,
and it's all software driven. It's very cool.
And you get paid out, which is the most important part. So when you run deals through dealers, which is kind of if you're a broker, that's the only way to do it. It's really sketchy on getting paid. You're not sure if you're going to get paid. It's a lot of times you bring the client to the the dealership, and then they're like, well, did we say we were going to pay you 20 grand? All right, it's going to be 5. We have these strict rules, and so you really are kind of at the mercy of the dealership. So that was the whole point of why we built this whole thing, was to allow brokers to run deals and not have to worry about that, not worry about getting paid or how much you're getting paid. You basically set it in the platform. You say, I'm making this much. The buyer's good with their price. The seller's good with their price. And this is my cut here. We take a small transaction fee. We run it through our dealership, and you get paid out. So it's pretty cool. So that's like Jared was saying, that's for a broker, that's pretty game changing. So so back to my dealership. So this is the software. I have all my inventory in there. All of that is managed through Pocket, right? So these couple cars that we're looking at were clients that I have out in California. I went and photographed the cars. The cars are sitting with the client, but you're able to list them and send them around. You have good photos. You have all the information. You're able to send them around to potential buyers, right? And you can broker those deals. So those two there are actually some pretty awesome air-cooled Porsches.
Yeah, those are very cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about them. Don't we need to move these? Like,
yeah.
Gone. We've got this incredible. We still have the 1016 wide body. This SF90 is gone. We probably need to go mark that as sold in the garage. I can do that.
Yeah. So we can basically just toggle that off. We got that bad boy sold, which was good.
Yeah, let me move that guy into the sold category.
Yep. So the the 964, the 3.6 turbo, that one I need to sell. That one we need to move pretty quickly.
This one, the 3.6?
Yeah, 3.6. Yep.
Pulled up.
Yeah, why don't you pull that one up? So that's one
This
that
is a Orange County car.
Mm-hmm.
475. Didn't he buy this for 475 at Bring a Trailer, from what I remember?
I think even more.
Okay.
Yeah. He paid quite a bit, so he's going to take a little bit of a loss, but it's what happened. I mean, the COVID market was really kind of crazy. You know, every single car that's a collector's car shot up in price, and most of them have corrected a bit. So, you know, if he were to hold on to this for, you know, another 5 to 7 years, he'd make money on the deal, but he just kind of wants to move it. So he's done with it. But he's kind of getting rid of a pretty decent sized collection. So he just, you know, to him, he doesn't want to sit on it for another 5 to 7 years. But if you're a buyer and you're going to buy this car, absolutely. The air-cooled Porsches are so cool. They're you know, kind of a gold standard in the car world. So, you know, in the next 5 to 7 years, you know, first off, anything that is a manual, you're just going to see go up in price. And then these are just like, you know, such iconic.
Yeah, any naturally aspirated manual car.
Yep, absolutely. So that's a pretty good one. So if anybody's watching and has a buyer, you know, reach out to us, and I can get you more information. I will say this guy that's a collector, just every single car is immaculate. It's just a super well maintained. Like I don't remember if this one has a full XPEL clear bra, but almost all of his cars do. But they're all just like pristine condition. So anyway, so hit me up if you have buyers. And then the other one, the roof, that's a pretty cool car too. So that one was owned by the white roof that we have there. He bought that one also on Bring a Trailer for more than he's selling it for right now. Was owned by Paul Allen. So
Microsoft?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that's, you know, pretty special car.
Look at that whale tail.
I know.
Yeah, it's actually beautiful.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And it's white, which is like, you know, pretty rare.
Respect.
Yeah. So that one's also for sale.
Cool. Yeah. What else we got? We're hoping Anthony can make it. He was telling us he had a bunch of things going on, so he might not be able to make it today. So if you can't make it in the next 10, you know, it is what it is.
It's all good. It's all good.
You know, you're working on a few things with him. If you want to talk about that, like some of the deals that he was going to talk about today, some of the transactions.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm blanking on one of them. We can't really say. It's an allocation deal.
Yep.
It's a Ferrari allocation. It's a specific car. But you know, in the Ferrari world, you can't sell allocation. So we have to have a little bit of discretion in terms of that one, which is you know, I will say in the brokering world, it's one of the most undervalued things, because you know, you're dealing with guys that are millionaires, billionaires, right? And like, to them, discretion is of the utmost importance. So
Yeah. It's a dilemma though, because it's like they're like, I want you to sell my car and get a retail price, but I don't want you to tell anyone about it. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it takes a little bit of tact. I mean, we've built some tools like the private links to help you do it, you know, but it is something like, I mean, even me, you know, my background is tech, right? When I joined this business with Phil, and we started this 4 years ago during COVID, and that was kind of my, you know, jump into the car world. I've had to learn, you know, pretty quickly how careful and delicate you have to be about information and the flow of information and how you present things. That you can kill a deal really quickly. Doing something foolish.
Yeah. I mean, and that's like, you know, that's part of what I want to do, is just like help young brokers out. You know, because there's a lot of like do's and don'ts, and there's so many subtleties to this industry that, like, if you haven't been in the car world for a long time, and if you haven't been at dealers, and if you haven't been at Ferrari, or, you know, some of these like more difficult brands, it's very tough to navigate, you know, and so, you know, you can lose clients if you do things the wrong way. And so, you know, that's kind of what we want to do, is just like, you know, help people out and learn how to do stuff the right way. That way you can kind of build your business and, you know, make a living selling exotic cars. So,
yeah, exactly.
So the deal I'm working with Anthony is a, you know, it's a limited edition allocation. So, it's about all I can really say on that one. But so, and then let's see, what else does Anthony have? I'm trying to think.
I know, like, while you're thinking about that, I know we have a better price on this rough right now, right? We're able to drop it, so we can move this guy. Working with this client, you know, we've been, you know, it's all about kind of watching the market and see where the car's at. So there's a good deal to be had on that one, right? If anyone's looking for a white on white 911, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's just like a one of a kind car. You're not going to really.
Well, and someone pointed out, it's interesting. I guess rough, there's two different ways you can have a rough 911. Is it roof or rough? However you say it.
Yeah.
One is it goes off the 911 factory floor, and then it goes directly to the rough factory floor, and then it gets a VIN, and it gets a rough VIN. Or you can do aftermarket rough additions, where they send out rough technicians. They fly them out from Germany who install the parts, and then they're certified. So this is the latter. It's not a rough VIN, but it's had rough accessories installed by the certified technicians. And I didn't know that when I first started, you know, learning about this car. So that's just something to keep in mind. When you send it to someone, you say a rough, a lot of times they think, oh, it's going to have a rough VIN. It doesn't. It just has, you know, a bunch of certified rough accessories installed by the technicians.
Yeah, I think Paul Allen was the one that did it.
Yeah, it was the original owner. Yeah, he was the one. And, you know, there's papers on that. So, in fact, I think we have it in there. Let me see.
Yeah, it might be.
Let's see. Yep. Right there.
Nice. Great.
I mean, 500 horsepower in a car that old, that light.
Yeah, it's a fun car. It's really fun.
Imagine that car just moves.
It sounds incredible. When we were photographing it, I could hear it coming down the hill, and I was just like, "Oh, damn!" I'm like, "I didn't know which car it was," but it came down. I'm like, "Oh, crap!"
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that's the two air-cooled Porsches. I'm trying to think if we have anything else that we're working. Why don't you go back in the showroom? I mean, we have the R8 Decennium Edition, which you know, that one's available.
Let's let me pull up this real quick. Give me a second. Let's pull up our listings.
And the Bosch Mono R. That's that he needs to move that. So that's another
just so everyone knows, that's an R. That's why it's so expensive.
Mhm.
Because Bachmanos are what, 150, and the R's are like 400
Yeah, it's
or
crazy.
375. Yeah, something like that. So
The whole thing's carbon. It's satin carbon. It's the coolest.
yeah, it's basically a street legal F1 car. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me drop in this screen, which is like, this is the back office of the app, but we have a marketplace kind of like DuPont. So let's see what people have. So we've got a Cyber Beast. Oh, that's kind of cool. Satin brown. 24 Turbo S through Corsa.
Mhm.
Oh, this is cool. GT4 RS paint to spec, or however they say it with the Porsche version. That's cool.
Yeah.
PTS. Z06 3LZ. No price. Wonder if it's overpriced.
F8 Spider. That's
Yeah,
nice.
we sold this F8 Spider, and then remember we sold that like 3 months ago, and then at the last minute the buyer backed out because he didn't want the carbon seats. He wanted the comfort seats because he went down to a dealership, which I get. He just did, he went down to a dealership, didn't like how they felt.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
It's
they're definitely not comfortable, right? They're way
Yeah.
cooler looking. They look so cool, but it's like you might as well sit on a piece of metal.
But you gotta be like 6 foot or above.
Yeah.
And if you don't get the lifter, then you gotta be like, at least 6 foot.
Yeah.
Because you sit so low. So if you're like 5'10", you can't see anything because it sits so low. So I always had a debate about that with my my ex-colleague at Ferrari Beverly Hills, and he would always order the racing seats, and I'm like, just for resale, like the number of times where you're like, a guy has to have the full electric seats. Like
these guys aren't racing these.
Yeah, I know.
Like an F8 Spider is literally going to be driving around town, like cruising down the highway. Like it is not, it's one thing to do it on a Pista or Speciale, but like if you're getting a convertible Ferrari like a Spider, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it just looks cool. That's like the reason.
It definitely looks really
Or if you're 6'8", which a lot of my clients were, right? Being NBA players, then you have to get the racing seats, or your head won't even fit in the car.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting because they're just that much lower.
Yep.
Cool. That's very cool. Yeah. So I mean, we've got, jumping back to the cars real quick, we got a 911 GT3 RS Weissach.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a 3? Yeah. Oh, it's a 2019. That's interesting. That lime green.
Mm-hmm.
Not my favorite color. This is cool. Look at this yellow Pista with black spikes or black stripes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sexy.
Black and yellow.
I know, dude. You're old.
Nobody knows that song anymore.
Yeah, dude. Seriously. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, we put this one up on a feed the other day. This 488 Spider TaylorMade. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. What color is that? What's the factory color?
Let's see if he has MM Touring Barchetta 1950. Oh, that's very cool. So I wonder what the color is. Let's see if it has. Oh, here we go.
I mean, it
blue Tour de France 522.
Yeah, that's
and then the interior is blue Sterling.
That's just the standard blue.
Oh, it's not a special blue, but maybe what makes it the special spec then?
So I don't know. I'd have to see, but there's probably some options that they did that are not stock, or like
yeah.
It's not even.
That's a $55,000 package.
Yeah,
that's very expensive.
Yeah, you get the badge and you get a bunch of silly stuff, but
cool.
That's cool car. Blue tan, I like that.
Yeah, very cool. What else we got? Let's see. We got a few more minutes till we got to get off. Some duplicates, but that's not bad. Who was asking me for a 430 the other day? Oh, a challenge. You don't see these very often, the older Ferrari challenges.
430 challenge, yeah.
Right? Like they just kind of disappear.
Challenge Stradale, yeah. Someone needs a 360, right?
What's up?
A 360 Challenge Stradale.
Where?
I'm looking for one.
Oh, you're looking for one. Okay.
Somebody's on the hunt for one. So
Yeah, I feel like the older challenge cars are harder to get. Like it's almost like they were produced less. When did the challenge series start?
well, they're just like the limited edition.
I thought they were the race versions.
Well, there are challenge cars, which I'm trying to think.
Oh, so there's some crossover where they made like street legal challenge editions.
Mhm.
That's where I get confused because to me a challenge car is a
The
pure,
same thing. Yeah,
pure race car.
same name but different cars. Yeah, so like a challenge Stradale is just like the Pista Spider.
Yeah, it's their whatever their high end race version is.
Yep.
So this is a street legal then version. This
Yep.
430.
Yeah. 430 challenge. See, but like 430 challenge. I mean,
Now,
that's
see,
like
the 430 challenge is a
Scud.
true race car, right? Like it's a.
That would be a Scud.
Yeah. See, this is a race car. Like, look at this. This is
Oh, okay, got it. So that is like a challenge car.
that is a challenge car.
Got it. Okay, cool.
I mean, that would be a fun challenge car to have.
It'd be cool. Is it but it's probably that
Is it F1? It's got to be F1.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep. See the big shifters right there?
Yeah.
But no airbag. Look at that nice steering wheel. You know,
Yeah.
you wouldn't stress about the paint on that one.
Yeah, so we have a what is it, F8 challenge car that we need to sell as well. Like actual challenge car.
Oh, that red one from your
Yeah.
showroom?
Yeah.
That's an F8.
I think it's F8, isn't it?
Yeah, because the 296 challenges just came out, right? Like they just barely hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's actually why he's getting rid of that one.
Because he wants the new one.
He's got one coming in, yeah.
Where does he race? If you can say.
I mean, SoCal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Palm Springs.
all the SoCal spots. Yeah, we get it.
Willow Springs and
Yeah, Willow Springs. Cool, dude. Well, I think that's it for today. I mean, is there anything else you wanted to jump on and talk about?
No, I was gonna ask Anthony some stuff. I was gonna pick his brain on how he operates and how he uses Pocket, but yeah, we'll have to get him on next time.
Yeah, we'll have to bring him on and then we can kind of go over everything.
Cool.
Okay. All right. See you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Yeah. See you.
Later.